What's up, everybody? So I figured I would post some Nissan related content for a change since I haven't really done many updates on this car in a while, and I figured I would show you sort of what's been happening over the course of the past few months. So first off is this vinyl wrap which I've done on the hood, roof, and trunk, which I had a friend cut the Nissan logo letters for me, and it's sort of an homage to the mid 90s British touring car Primeras, like the Keith Odor car, that sort of thing. Bear with me as I pop the hood open. So under the hood, I've done some freshening up as well. If you follow me and know the story behind the car, this car was our family car, which we had when we lived in Greece in the 90s. My parents bought it new in 91 and had it shipped to Athens from Denmark. And it was actually the first P10 EGT to be imported into Greece. My father was building a wind energy project there, and this is what he drove. I hadn't been back since 2009, so the car sat for a few years until around 2020, when my mom decided it was probably time to sell the place there and ship everything back to Las Vegas via container. So this car landed on my doorstep Christmas Day 2021. And of course, it not having been driven, there was a lot of stuff that needed addressing. Most of it was just coolant leaks. Of course, once I did start to drive it regularly, things happen, I had a fuel pump go out. The MAF was giving me issues. Once I fixed those, it drove perfect, until one day on the freeway, I was heading down towards the strip, and the splines on the unsprung ACT six-puck clutch disc decided to shear off, and the car just wouldn't move. So thankfully it was on the clutch disc side and not the input shaft, and once we installed a Exity Stage 1 Organic, it drives a lot better and it's a lot more streetable. In hindsight, I probably should have went with a less aggressive setup, but when you're in your mid 20s, you don't know any better. As far as the other issues, most of it was just cosmetic, and so I finally got around to doing the valve cover, which I elected to do myself since for my job I am a painter slash applicator of KG Gunkote, which is like Cerakote. It's a paint which you cure in the oven and it hardens like a powder coat, mainly used for firearms, but they make an assortment of colors. And in this case, I did it in a color called Dragon's Breath, which is kind of like a burnt orange with has a metallic flake that really dances in the sunlight. It's really a nice color. Of course, me doing it myself, I figured I'd be saving a lot of money, right? Well, I mean, you need 13 of these grommets and they're $10 a piece, and then about $50 for the valve cover gasket, and a few more dollars for the 5 O-rings under there, the 4 spark plug tubes, and then the 5th one that goes underneath that center grommet. So I was already out about $200 before anything was even done. And then while I was in there, I decided to freshen up some of the small odds and ends that were kind of rusted and pitted, such as this crossover pipe. I painted that in a color called AK Black. Same with the MAF housing here, did that in AK Black. These little breather pipes here done in a color called Brushed Stainless. And then the trumpet here on the Greddy blow-off valve was originally an anodized blue, and this color is called anodized black. Other than that, yeah, mechanically she's tip-top and she purrs like a kitten. And of course, Christmas came early for me this year as I ordered this carbon fiber spark plug cover plate, I guess you would call it, from a company in Aussie land called Front Runner Motorsport, and they're made specifically for the GTIR valve covers. And they do it with the old school Nismo logo, or you can get it with the GTIR logo as well. And I think it really kind of ties everything together and makes it a lot cleaner look. I think the next phase will be probably to get rid of this hideous coolant overfill tank, and then maybe get a new K&N pod filter, because that one's pretty roached as well. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much where she's at right now. I just enjoy driving her, and I'm glad you guys took the time to watch this video. Take it easy. Peace.